I think the phone is on like 15 to 10% battery, so I've really got to speed this up and make this a quick one, because I just don't fancy making a video at home when I've come here to make videos. I've made like, this will be my third one. This is the third video that I've made outside. The consistency is there. It really is there. So I've not only made the plank video, but I've also made the fun video. I've made the other serious video, and now this one. On that note, let's get to it. So this one's about routine. I'm using this video to talk about my routine and process my thoughts on the matter. Not only that, but to also think about how I could improve my routine and therefore do what I need to do in order to actually, well, further head in the direction I'd want to. So that's what I'm going to do now. This is my routine. Very basically, this is my routine. Before talking about the how it go from the morning, I'm instead going to take it back just a bit further back to the evening before. So this is where the cycle starts, in my opinion, because me doing this means that I'm causing myself to, I'm doing what it takes to be in a position where I get up much later in the morning than I could. I did get up at around, I naturally woke up at around 7 this morning, but what I'd usually do is, with this routine that I have, that I really want to improve on, I would get up like 9 in the morning. I'd get up at 9 in the morning. This, very honestly, is not the time I want to get up. I want to get up much earlier, anywhere from 4 to 6 in the morning. I want to do this. I want to wake up this early because doing this, in my opinion, it means that I just have set aside a lot more time to be able to do things that I truthfully want to do, and for the day to go in the way I'd want it to, or if not, actually exceed my expectations. That's why I want to get up that early. It means I have set aside a lot more time to go about my day in a way I'd want, compared to waking up at 9 in the morning. Now, I really think I mess up at the night before, because I just be on YouTube. I'd be consuming YouTube all night. Me personally, what I'd be mindlessly consuming is Inside the NBA. I'd be mindlessly consuming clips of Charles Barkley because of his character. He is very much a character. Sure, he may not have got championship rings, but in my opinion, I think he's proven that if you are an NBA athlete and you don't get championship rings, that's more than okay. You still are worth something. In fact, you could be considered more valuable than the next man that's got multiple championship rings, strictly because of your character, strictly because of who you are. There genuinely could be more people that are less valued that have championship rings to the wider public compared to Charles, because of his integrity, his honesty. He will say what he wants. He will say what's on his mind. And I think that character, his honesty, his integrity, to say how, or to at least seemingly say what's on his mind, is an attractive characteristic to me, in my opinion. I'm not saying, when I say attractive, I don't mean sexually attractive, but I mean It's a quality that you'd want to have in a friend. From man to man, and even from man to woman, it's a quality that you'd want to have with people around you. Well, at least I would. Sorry, I'm talking about me. I don't know about you. I can't speak for you, but personally, that's a sort of character I'd want around my life. I'd want someone that's not only made something big of themselves, which he has done by becoming a world-class athlete, but also someone that could make jokes and take jokes. Someone that has a trustworthy character as well. Someone that stays honest, someone that won't back down, someone that has a spine, someone that shows that they're not a coward. That's attractive. As a younger person, seeing as I'm 20 and he's nearly 60, that's a character to aspire to have, in my opinion. Having that honesty, having that integrity, and being who you truthfully want to be, especially whilst being on a platform like that on national television. You're still staying honest. You aren't a yes man. That is something to aspire to, in my opinion. That's a characteristics to aspire to have, in my opinion. Oh yeah. I've never really thought about it this deeply. Well, I could just speak about it for a few minutes. However, I think it is relevant, and it will help, because this is me understanding why I do what I do, why I watch what I watch. So I'd mindlessly consume Inside the NBA, funny clips and just clips of Charles Barkley as well, outside of the Inside the NBA TV show. I'd also watch motivational videos. More specifically, for these past few days, I've been watching videos that Kai Green and Mike P, I've forgotten his surname, an Italian surname maybe, I don't know, P-A-L, I think, I don't know, I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, or I'm not going to try and pronounce it or spell it out, I don't know. And it's okay to not know everything. I'd watch his 3-part series, his 2012 series, and I've also watched his their Overkill and Redemption series. He is a man that has worked so hard in the gym to the point where he, at least once on camera, has burst eye vessels because of how hard he was training. His eyes look so red on camera when he did it, that it genuinely looked like he got an eye tattoo, because there was that much blood circulating around his eyes because of the burst blood vessel. There obviously is blood circulating around the eyes regardless, but I mean that you could see all over the place, completely filling the it's not the pupil of the eye, but the white part. I've forgotten what it's called. I'm gonna eventually have to find out. I need to know about the body. And I don't really believe in the phrase curiosity killed the cat. I really believe in the phrase curiosity is what makes people world-class athletes. but within reason, of course. But that's why I'd watch those sorts. Actually no, I haven't explained why I'd watch the motivational videos. I want to grow as a person. I want to change. That's why. Very basically, that's why I've been taking action in changing as a person, but that's why I watch those sorts of videos. I'm looking for change. I'm looking to grow as a person. I am. And in order to further help me do that, I'd watch those sorts of videos. I would, and probably still will, but just at times I'd much rather do it instead of late at night and whenever. So I do this maybe until 10 p.m. to midnight, and then I'm just in bed, and then in the morning I get up, have a shower, come outside, I make the videos, and then maybe at around anywhere from it's certainly in the early afternoon. I'll be very general, because I don't feel comfortable with saying, oh, I get back at, I come back at whatever time, and whilst being very specific. I'm not doing that. But I'd say I come back after making the videos from outside. I come back, I'm not going to say where, take that how you want, at around and maybe 1 o'clock to 2:30. And every time I do that, I go back to, now I'm going to say, actually, I go to my sister's bedroom and I look at the place, and it's an absolute mess. I sleep in my sister's bedroom as she's moved out, because it's a lot larger than my one, a lot larger. I come back, I see it's a mess, because the reason why it's a mess is because it's basically being used as storage. So every time I come back, I'd see a messy environment. I'd wake up in a messy environment, I'd sleep in a messy environment, and then throughout the day, it's just messy, messy, messy. And in order to counter this, before making any of these videos when coming outside, I cleaned up my room, at least somewhat, so it's easier to focus. It's easier to focus in my room, rather than being in my sister's room and expecting to focus in a very messy environment. I've been expecting myself to work efficiently in a messy environment, and it's never worked, never. But even though I know it's not I know it wouldn't work, and I know it's not working, I just carry on doing it. But this is a part of the routine. I'm certainly working towards changing it. I'm gonna, instead of going back to the bedroom, what I'd do is instead of going to my sister's bedroom, which I'd sleep in, I'll go to my bedroom. There's a small table, small white table in the bedroom, which I'll use, and then I'll use my sister's chair to be able to do what I need to do. If there's any extra things that I need to put on the bed, I will. That's how I'm going to change my routine to further improve it and to make things head in the direction I want them to head in. But past that point, I mean, around maybe like 2:30 onwards, I would just be in bed for many hours. I'd basically be in bed for the rest of the day. Unless I'd be in the bed, laying down on the bed, or if not in the bedroom for the rest of the day, unless I'm going to be eating. The only times I really come out of the room is when I'm going to go eat, and then after cooking, I go back to the bedroom. Sometimes I do eat in the kitchen, where the dining table is, but it's more like a half and half thing. But yeah, where I significantly go wrong is not only in the nighttime. Where I significantly go wrong is not only in the nighttime when I'm mindlessly consuming YouTube, but it's also when I'm when I go back and I'm just laying in bed. Also, it really doesn't help that the environment's messy, but I've worked towards countering that today, and I think going into a much more clean and organized environment is going to help me not only collect my thoughts, but actually work on the things I want to work on a lot more easily than I have done in the past. From now on, I think that's really going to help me a lot more. And then from there, I'll be able to do half day no screens, which will mean that I'm not. I keep the phone away. I keep the phone out of the room that I'm sleeping in, and then I'd start the day off much more healthily. Write about things I'm grateful for, at least 2 things before going on the phone, and then yeah, go outside, make the videos, come back go back to my bedroom rather than my sister's bedroom, which is messy. Mine's more organized and more clean. I've made it that way on purpose, instead of allowing it to be used a lot as a storage room, a lot more than it was in the past. And then from there, I'll do the half screen, like come off the screens at around 5 o'clock, and then put the phones out of the bedroom. and then yeah, just allow that part of the afternoon to really just help me out, going into my room instead of my sister's room. But I think for now that's it. I don't really have much else to say. I want to carry on playing some football. So on that note, I'm done. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something valuable, and I'll see you in the next one, you lot. Peace out. Do what you need to do to transform your life, lads and lasses, and every day's the answer. Always have something to show for every day. Trust me, it will help.